All right, welcome back to Friday Briefing. Before we get to the second part of the show, we just want to bring you up to speed with some developing news, some news that are coming to us here in Nairobi. We understand that the body of the late Public Works Principal Secretary Mariam El Maawi has just arrived in the country. That is happening right now at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The body has just arrived right this minute. Remember that she passed away a few days ago, and that was after she was rushed to South Africa for specialized treatment after she was injured in the Lamu Al-Shabaab attack. Actually, that was around July this year. That is what is happening right now. We understand also that the burial is scheduled to take place tomorrow at the Langata Muslim cemetery. That's going to be happening tomorrow. But as you've seen there, the body has already arrived here in the country from South Africa.
Niambie bodi kianza kama kitolewa pale we will move to where this shortcut is. Let's move.
All right, so pictures there just coming to us from the JKIA. Like I mentioned, the body of the late PS for Public Works, Mariam El Maawi, has just arrived. It has arrived in the country from South Africa, where she died while receiving treatment. There you go, there you have it. There is the body being lowered from the plane. And like I mentioned before, the burial is going to be happening tomorrow here in Nairobi. Remember that in July this year, she was abducted by the suspected Al-Shabaab militants in Lamu County. That happened in July this year. And we also, of course, at that time, the information that we had is that at least 4 security officers, including her driver, were killed in the operation following that abduction that marked really a significant escalation on the low-level insurgency the militants had waged in parts of Lamu since early 2014, if you remember. Now, also some more information, KDF helicopter airlifted El Maawi to a hospital here in Nairobi at that time. And sources at that time said that she had a bullet lodged in her left shoulder and burns on her legs. And therefore, that's the reason she was taken to South Africa to seek further treatment. But that, as you can imagine, did not go well as she passed away, unfortunately, a few days ago.
Hapa hata naona hata hizo record nitakuachia kama kuna video ya kwenda huko. Nimekubali nimetolewa.
All right, and tomorrow we'll be bringing you the details and the pictures of that burial that will be happening in Langata. Remember that the President, Uhuru Kenyatta, eulogized the late PS's achievements and expertise, which he said prompted him to actually hire her to become the Principal Secretary for Lands and then later on for Public Works. She was described by Uhuru Kenyatta as an achiever, a dedicated public servant, an accomplished architect, and a patriot. That is how the president eulogized the late PS. There was also quite a number of eulogies, one really by Lamu leaders who came out and said that she was a very humble leader and she was also very patriotic. So she was a woman who's going to be remembered for her work, but really just how her life came to an end, really quite unfortunately after that abduction by Al-Shabaab, suspected Al-Shabaab militants in Lamu in July this year.